This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in this session, I will show you the process of cash sales and rush sales. And once I'm done with this process, I will show you the process for consignment I was planning. Yeah, consignment, because for third party, you need the involvement from MM also. That is the reason we have to park it as of now. For consignment, we will discuss the consignment process from the sales point of view. I will show you the test script for this because there are multiple sales order types. So I'll just explain you how to run that. And then at the end, I will also try to show you the analytics which are available as a part of SAP sales order fulfillment process. Okay, so these are the few topics that we will discuss today, and I will share with you the course content, overall course content that I provided to you when you I think when you registered, you must have seen some course content. So just go through that course content, and if possible by tomorrow, if you can just highlight those points which we have still not discussed, so that we can plan accordingly and we complete those topics. Okay, let me start with cash sales and rush sales. So normally what happens is when it comes to the cash sales, as the name itself says, normally most of our transactions, whenever you are working in a company, most of the transaction works on the credit basis. Okay, which means a customer will come, a customer will place a order. Okay, based on the order, system will perform the credit check, whether the that much credit is available or not. System will perform the availability check. Okay, system performs a lot of checks, and then only if the customer is good, if the credit check is successful, then only the material is provided to the so the delivery is carried out, and based on the delivery, the invoice, the billing document is generated in the system. Okay, but there are few scenarios in which the customer is not asking for credit, it is a cash sale transaction. Okay, so let's assume the SAP is being used by a company who is into retail stores. Okay, and there the customer is not like he's placing the order and then he's performing the like he's asking the material on credit. Okay, normally what happens is if it is a cash sale, then there is no need to perform any credit check. Right, customer will come, he will place the order, and immediately the invoice will be generated and the payment will be collected from the customer. Okay, let's assume there is a store in which customer comes, he places the order, he pays for the order, and he asks you to deliver the material on his home. Right, so this is the best example which you can think about the cash sale. There is no need to perform any credit check. Now since the customer has came and he has picked the material, there is no need to perform the availability control also. Okay, so there are few checks which are normally not required in the cash sale process. Okay, and the process is very straightforward. You create a sales order, the delivery document is generated automatically. As soon as you create the sales order, the system will automatically generate the delivery, and based on the sales order itself, we'll be able to create the invoice for the customer. There is no need to wait till the delivery is completed or till the PGI is completed. Delivery will be created, but PGI can be done later on. Okay, so what is the normal sales process? Normal sales process is you create a sales order. Okay, based on the sales order, you perform the delivery. Based on the delivery, you carry out the PGI, and based on the PGI, you create a billing. What will happen here is, in case of cash sales, so this is normal. In case of cash sales, so this delivery is based on order, PGI is based on delivery, and billing is normally delivery relevant. Okay, normally we do the billing which is delivery relevant. So only billing can be carried out only when the delivery part is completed in case of a normal sales order. In case of cash sales, what will happen is sales order, as soon as you create a sales order, system will automatically generate the delivery. Okay, and as soon as the automatic delivery has been completed, I can immediately create a billing document. It is not based on the PGI. Okay, PGI, we are not saying PGI is not required. PGI is required, but there is no dependency. Even if we have not done the PGI, we will be still able to generate the billing. And what happens normally in billing? Why do we create a billing? What exactly is the accounting impact of billing? We normally debit the customer. Customer account is debited, which means we tell the system that we need to collect this much amount from this particular customer. So customer is debited and our revenue account is credited, right? But in this case, do you feel that if it is a cash sale, do we need to generate a debit balance for customer? Not required, right? Because customer is not asking you to pay in later. Customer is not asking you for credit. Customer is paying now itself, which means at the time of billing, normally the cash account gets debited and your revenue account gets credited immediately at the time of billing itself. Okay, so there is no need to collect the payment from the customer later on. As soon as you book the invoice, system will automatically determine the cash account and the revenue account. Okay, this is a process of billing. This is a process of cash sales. So the difference is, first of all, there is no PGI mandatory to generate the billing document, and second important thing is, at the time of billing, system will directly generate the cash debit instead of customer debit. Understood? Any question on the process flow?
This all looks good. Like one more thing, as you mentioned in stores, right? Like cash sales at stores, but the settlement happens at the end of the day or later for multiple bills. In such case, I think this customer debit will be necessary, isn't it? Customer in the sense like not the consumer, like customer is the store as such for the company.
No, but that is not considered as cash sales, no, Nagesh, in that case. Cash sales is when you are getting the cash from the customer immediately.
Immediately. Okay, understood.
Right.
But sometimes like this rush sales, what we call, we
That is
haven't
different.
come to that place, right? Okay, fine.
Yes,
Understood.
we are still
Sorry,
not
sorry
discussing.
for that.
I'm talking
Sorry.
about right. So in the cash sale, there is no question of debiting the customer because we are getting the cash immediately. Okay, that is the basic difference between the cash and the rush. There is a big difference between two.
The
Okay, so
material
first,
documents, as usual, it will be there, right? Like material documents, there is no
material
change.
document will only be created when you do the PGI, which is
PGI,
independent.
right.
You can carry out maybe today, you can carry out after 2 days, it is up to you. So it is not necessary that if it is a cash sale, you will be delivering the material on the same day. You can deliver the material after 2 days also. So it is not, there is no rush here. The delivery rush is in the rush order. In the rush order, you want to ensure that the delivery is completed faster. Right, but in case of cash sale order, delivery can take place later on, but the invoice will be taken place immediately at the time of, you can generate the billing document immediately as soon as the sales order is created. So no dependency on delivery.
Understood.
I'll show you one entire process in the system. So normally, again, for this kind of orders, again, we have a separate sales order type. So if I go to transaction VA01, that is the reason SAP has provided various different types of sales order types, so that based on this, what should be happen to the delivery, what should be happen to the invoice, we can configure those things. If you remember from the sales order types, let me show you first the configuration and then I'll show you the entire process. So if I go to sales and distribution, for different type of sales orders, you'll be able to see in sales, sales documents, sales document headers, and this is where you have the different sales document types. So if I talk about the sales order type OR, OR is a standard one. In our case, we are using BV. BV is used for the cash sales. Okay, if I double click on this, you can see this is where you will be able to set up the things related to cash sales. Okay, so for example, you already know this, whether what is the category of this. So category, this is nothing but the sales order, whether it is an inquiry or a quotation. Okay, and then the number ranges, whenever you will be creating a sales order, what would be the number range, number provided to the sales order, all those things you can enter it here. Then you have the general control, whether the credit limit will be performed. I think this is wrong. There should not be any credit limit for cash sales. Someone has changed the standard settings. Okay, what would be the output? So you can see the output is different. If you compare this with OR, see what is happening. Output is based on V1. What do you mean by V1? V1 is output is based on the sales itself. Okay, sales based output. If I show you this in OR, you will see the difference, because normally the output is only dependent on billing in case of OR. So the output will be generated only when the billing document is created. So if I go for sales and distribution, sales document, header, and document types, and if I want to see for document type OR, okay, if I double click on this, you can see there is no output application. The reason is normally the invoice is only printed when the invoice is actually created. In this case, what is happening? The invoice is getting printed as soon as the sales order is created. Okay, this controls the output application at the time of billing. Okay, then you have this lot of things. We'll talk about this. Today, I'm going to explain these things in detail. So if I just come down, now you can see the shipping related settings. Shipping related settings means how for this kind of sales orders, how the shipping will take place. So you can see this is a normal delivery type, standard delivery type LF, which is assigned to my order type, which is OR. In case of order type RV or BV, what is our settings for delivery? So you can see delivery type is also BV. Okay, this is a separate delivery type BV, which is only applicable for the cash sales orders. Similarly, by default, the shipping conditions, whenever you are going to create the sales order using this particular sales order type, by default, the shipping condition which will pick from 01. And you can see immediate delivery. This is another important thing. So what is happening is, as soon as I create a sales order, system is automatically generating the immediate immediate delivery with delivery type BV. Same way, if I come to billing, see, you can see delivery relevant billing or order relevant billing. So we are doing order relevant billing. Our billing is not dependent on delivery. Even if I have not completed my delivery part, even if I have not done my PGI part, I can still go ahead and go and create a order related billing. That is the reason it is showing the order related billing. If you see the normal order, standard order, you'll be able to see that it is only related to delivery as well as order. So sometimes you can perform the order related billing, but most of the time in the normal standard sales order, we go with delivery related billing. If you want to block a billing, for example, whenever you are creating the order for a particular order type, by default, if you want to block, I think we already discussed those things, right? Billing block automatically for return. We have seen the return cases where the sales orders are created for return or credit sales. In that case, by default, the billing block is activated here. Okay, same way, if you come down, there are other settings. So based on this settings itself in the sales order type, system is automatically determining how the order should be treated. Okay, how the system will know that we are performing the cash sale? System will automatically know whenever we are creating the sales order, we are providing the document type. And based on that document type, whatever settings are maintained over here, those will come into the picture. All right, so let me now try to create a sales order. As I told you, I'll be using order type BV. Okay, you can enter the sales organization if you want. So RECH 02 and R1. I'll just enter my customer. Let's assume this is my customer. This can be even one-time customer. If you want to create one-time customer, you can create it, because ultimately we are not going to create a liability of this customer. Ultimately, everything is going to come in cash. So customer reference, I'll just enter something. Okay, I can enter the payment term. Obviously, it is not required for the cash sales, because ultimately customer is ready to pay now itself, so there is no question of credit. Okay, we can provide other information like which material you are selling. So for example, I'm selling the same material, one quantity. Okay, let me press enter and see what are the other important fields. So pricing, let me double click, go to pricing. Okay, and ZPR4, and let me enter the price. Okay, let me see if there is any other mandatory field. So let me check the incompletion log. Okay, there are two more important things. So we need to specify the plant RC01, and we need to specify the shipping point. Okay, so now the document is complete. Just see the difference. Normally, if I was creating the sales order, normal sales order, system was done just creating the sales order. Delivery I was creating manually in transaction VL01N. But now because of the settings which are maintained at the sales order level, that the delivery will be happening automatically. So as soon as I create a sales order, system will automatically generate the delivery document of delivery type BV. Okay, let's try. So let me try to save this. You can see cash sale order number has been created and delivery is also created. So if I go and display the sales order, or if I go and change the sales order, if I go to this document flow, this is where I'll be able to see all the details, what exactly has been done for this sales order till now. So you can see sales order is created and the delivery is also created. If I want to see the delivery details, I can click on display document. Okay, and here you would be able to see the delivery details. Okay, so these are the delivery details. So this is how the delivery is created, and if you want, you can also do the PGI from here itself. But as I told you, PGI is irrelevant. Definitely we need to do the PGI, but that will not stop us to generate an invoice. Normally, first I do the PGI and then I generate the invoice. In this case, even if I have not done the PGI, I can go and I can create a billing document. Okay, so what will happen here is, if I want to create a billing document directly, because this customer is ready to pay in cash, so I can directly go to transaction VF01 and this particular sales order 1134. So what I'll do is I will do the billing from the order number itself. Okay, let me press enter. Not invoiced, there is some error. Let me go to the log and see what is the error. Order quantity 1 not equal to goods issue. This should not be the case because we don't need to worry about the issue here. Just give me a minute. So our order is VA03. This is our delivery. Okay, we are not issued. That is fine. We don't want to issue as of now because I want to generate the billing. I want to generate the billing directly based on the order itself. So what is causing this issue? Let me just go to billing settings, billing documents.
Is it Incoterms, CFR?
No, that will not make any difference. Shipping and all is not relevant. This should be billing date, company code to be billed. Let me try once again. So if I go to VF01 and try to create an invoice, edit log, order quantity 1 not equal to goods issue. It is checking the issue quantity, but we don't want to issue at this stage. We'll be issuing later on. That is fine. I think some settings have been changed in the standard system. Normally, it will not check the delivery. It will not check the PGI has been completed or not, because it is an order related billing. It should automatically allow us to generate an invoice. Became slow. Sorry, we are doing cash sales. I got it. So invoice will be generated only when the delivery has been completed, but you will be able to print the invoice now itself. So I have to finish, go to transaction VA03 and you would be able to see the output determination for invoice has already been generated. Let me show you. Invoicing will happen only when the PGI is done, but I can generate the invoice copy now so that I can give it to the customer. Just 1 minute if I'm missing something. No, it should be the posting also should take place. It is not only about generating the print. The posting also should take place now itself. What is causing this issue? One billing type BV. Let me go to billing type BV and see if there are any settings which are missing. So similar to order type, if you remember, we have the billing types also. So I'll go to the billing type and see if there is any other setting. So which billing type we are using in this case? We are using billing type BV. So I'll go to BV and here, let me see what is the issue. Account assignments are fine.
Vikram, I think in the delivery type, whether picking is checked, like because it is showing right, goods issue quantity 0.
No, but we are not bothered about delivery here.
Yes, but if in the delivery type if picking is checked, I think that also might cause issue. What are the
Okay,
delivery type we have assigned in
okay.
the sales document?
Mhm. Okay, let me see the delivery type. So I can go to sales. Where are you asking me to check? In the delivery type settings or where exactly?
Yeah, in delivery type settings, like if picking is checked, that also might cause issue, right?
Okay, let's try. BV itself. Where exactly, Avilash? Where should I check that?
In delivery type item category, delivery item category will be having, right? So in that we'll be having picking relevant. So in that, if picking is checked, that also might cause issue.
What is our delivery item category in our case? Go to the sales order.
GLN.
Sorry,
I think it's GLN.
delivery. Sorry, item category.
Delivery item category.
BVN. BVN. Okay, if I go to BVN, this one, catch sales.
Okay, it's not picked. Relevant for picking is unchecked. Okay. Okay.
Right. Not this one here. Relevant for picking storage location required, determine this is all fine. Do not check the availability quantity. Not, I think it is related to billing itself. So some settings in the billing are stopping because when the billing is trying to take place, system is performing some checks. Let me try once again. So if I go to billing type, customizing settings, no, this one is the check program. Billing type, if I go for BV, this is cancelled billing, account determination, output, all is fine. Not from here also.
Can we try with a different customer?
I
Anything
don't.
to do with the customer?
No. I don't think that will make any difference. Which one I opened? This one. This is display. Okay, let me try this with billing. Although it is not billing relevant, VF01, and instead of order, because the delivery is already created. PGI is not done, but delivery is already created. So if I go for VA03, what was the order number? 1134. Okay, and the delivery number is this one. Let me try this. Delivery number is already generated, although PGI is not done. So which means if I go to billing document, paste it here, enter, incorrect. Now at least I think it is going ahead. Let me see what is the issue. Edit, log. Yeah, delivery type BV cannot be invoiced. So it should be billing type BV itself. Let's try to save it. Still there is a log. Delivery type BV cannot be invoiced with billing type BV. I think this is a problem. Delivery type BV cannot be invoiced with.
Enter order number there instead of delivery in BV, billing type BV.
So I tried that. That is not working, right? 1034 you are saying, right?
And the
No,
BV.
same.
Order type should be BV, billing type should be BV.
We tried that also, no? Same thing. Even in BV, it is showing the same thing. Try
Log.
to save it. Same error we are getting. Order quantity not equal to goods issue. Why it is checking goods issue? Okay, let me check this in the background. Otherwise, we will all get confused. As of now, just remember the cash sale is a process in which the delivery is, first of all, the delivery is created automatically. PGI may be done later on, but the invoicing has to be generated now itself. And instead of booking the invoice debiting the customer, the cash account would be debited. Actually, I tried one scenario before the class also. It worked fine. So maybe let's try that.
In the item category, billing relevance is something we need to check or something.
No, just 1 minute, because I tried this one scenario. Let me see what I have done. Cash sale, not this one. I think it is 1033 or what? Is this also BV? No, this is different. Let me go to VF03, and yeah, this one I created. This is related to what? Order number 1076. This is also cash sale. So you can see here I am able to generate the invoice directly. Okay, can you see this cash sale order and then the invoice? Let me go to this order number. VA03, because I was trying this last week before the session, but we were not able to conduct the session last week. So I think someone has made some changes. So VA03 and 1076. If I go to the details, this is might be because the goods issue is already posted here. That is the reason it is allowing us to book the invoice. But that is normally wrong. The cash sale, irrespective of whether the goods issue has been completed or not, we should be able to generate an invoice. Okay, let me check this. So you understood the concept, right? The concept is cash sale. There are two things that you should remember. Number one, cash sale will immediately generate a delivery. I've shown you the tick in the order type details. And second is, as soon as the order is created, delivery document will be created automatically, but the PGI can be done later on and the invoice can be printed immediately. Okay, so that is the main purpose of cash sales. Now similarly, similar to the cash sale, there is second process called as rush sale. The only difference between the cash sale and the rush sale is, in cash sale we are getting the amount in cash. Okay, but in case of rush sale, it is not like that. In the rush sale, it would be normal sales order process. Only thing is the delivery document will be created automatically. Okay, and rush sale also will verify all the other checks. Okay, so for example, I told you if it is a cash sale, system will create an order and the automatic delivery will be created, and based on the sales order we can perform the billing. In case of rush sales, also when you create a sales order, system will automatically generate a automatically generate a delivery. Okay, but in this case the billing cannot be done till the time PGI is not completed. So PGI has to be done and billing also has to be completed. So what is the difference between the rush sales order and the cash sales order, or the rush sales order or the normal order, is that this automatic delivery. This is one important difference between the rush sales and the normal sales order. Plus another important difference is we are telling the system that this is a rush order, which means we need to give the more priority to this kind of orders to perform the delivery. So although delivery we are creating immediately, but we are telling the system that this customer is asking for faster delivery. There is nothing related to cash here. Okay, customer is still buying this material on credit itself, and that is the reason all the other checks related to credit, related to availability, whatever it is, all the checks will be performed, and based on that only system will allow you to process the rush sales order.
Rush
Okay, and
sales
normal
will be rush sales will be only for the registered customers, right? Not for one-time customers.
no, rush sales will be for registered customers. You are right. Okay, for rush sales, you will be using another order type, which is order type RO. So RO is not supported in this version. I think SAP came up with another, not now, maybe from last few years, but previously we were using RO. Now for rush order also there is another order type. Let me see what you can see this in the scripts also. But let me see, rush order SO. Order type SO is used for the rush order. Okay, when you press enter, again if you enter the customer, you enter your customer reference, whatever has been given to you by the customer. Payment term and all will come handy here, because definitely this customer is not paying in advance, he is not paying in the cash. There has to be the credit, which means all the other fields are mandatory and you need to enter those. Okay, let me enter the plant so that system automatically determines the shipping plant, shipping location also. Okay, mandatory condition, let me enter. We should maintain this in the condition record so that it is not asking every time. Okay, now if I just go back and try to save this order, you can see again the delivery has been created automatically. Otherwise, once the delivery has been completed, the way you are going to generate a PGI, the way you are going to generate a bill, the accounting impact of your invoice will remain same. Okay, so only difference is in the rush order, the priority is given to the delivery. We are telling the system that this order is rush order and that is the reason delivery has to be given priority. System will automatically generate a delivery document also. In case of cash sales, it is not like the order. See, there is a basic difference. Rush order is delivery oriented. The delivery is required faster. In case of cash sales order, the payment is received faster. So instead of booking the debiting the customer, you are actually going to get an amount immediately. And that is the reason delivery can be done later on. That is not a problem, but invoice has to be generated now itself. You were asking something, Nagesh, related to rush orders earlier.
I got it clear, right? Between cash sales and rush sales. This is what like PGI was asking there. It is okay.
Right. So I think it's something based on if you are creating hundreds of rush orders in a day, and at the end of the day, if you want to perform the delivery of all the rush orders together, you can schedule it, right? That is the thing that you are.
Yes.
Right. Even the billing can be carried out after the delivery. The billing also can be carried out automatically based on the billing due list.
Right.
Right.
And another thing which I was asking is the settlement. Now, as it is a credit customer, registered customer, we have the option of settlement later.
Right. Which settlement are you talking about, Nagesh? You mean the invoice?
Yes, invoices.
Yes. Billing will be done later on. Billing can be done consolidatedly or it can be done independently for each and every sales order based delivery.
Right.
Okay. Any other questions? Akshay, Tushar? Okay, no questions. Then let's go to the consignment.
Sir,
Yes,
the
Tushar.
rush order we haven't done PGI, right, sir?
No, we will do it as it is. I told you that delivery has been created. So we can continue to do the delivery and billing the way we are doing currently. There is no
Okay,
difference.
fine. Understand. Yes.
Let me try to do that. So if I go to my delivery, I think I don't need to create. I need to just change it. PL0 to N. Okay, because the delivery document is already created. We can just come here and we can process that delivery document. We can do the PGI and we can do the billing automatically. Okay, so you'll come here, you will enter your storage location from where you are issuing the material. You will enter the picked quantity. Okay, and you will do the PGI from here itself. The same way. Only thing is, previously in case of order type OR, we were doing the sales order creation and delivery creation manually. Here we are just creating a sales order. Delivery is getting created automatically. System became slow. Is it clear now, Tushar?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I have locked this one. That is the reason it is throwing error. Okay, it is related to account determination because we are using some other settings, but otherwise the flow is same. Do you want me to change this or you got the idea?
Yeah, it's understood.
Okay, this one is OBYC. So normally if you are getting this kind of error, you need to contact ML or FI because they are responsible for providing the COGS account. What will happen here is your inventory stock account will get debited and your COGS account will get debited and your stock account will get credited. So in order to determine those two GL accounts, you need to follow the OBYC settings. Okay, now let's go through the test scripts together so that you understand how to read the test script, because if you're finding it difficult, I will just explain you one or two test scripts and other ones you try to do it on your own. See, I don't want to you to go through all the test scripts. Okay, as of now, at least the basic test scripts like sales order from the stock, whatever we have already done from the traditional GUI point of view, I want you to just try those things on Fiori so that you can get the confidence that how the things will work on Fiori side. Okay, even this test scripts also you can execute using the traditional GUI also. Okay, you just need to have the transaction. You already know how to create a sales order using VA01. So instead of using this Fiori screen, you can do the same steps in VA01 also. That is also fine. Just give me a minute. Yeah, sorry.
Hello?
So yes, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I think I already explained you how to go through this PDF, how to go through this test script. So number one is please ensure that you have the proper roles assigned to the Fiori, to your user ID in SU01, and then only you'll be able to see this Fiori applications on your Fiori screen. So I can show you in Fiori, or maybe first I'll show you this process, consignment process in traditional GUI, and then I will try to execute this test script the way it is explained in this document itself. Okay, so what is the consignment process? Any idea how the consignment process works?
Yes, actually. Hello.
Yes, Tushar, go ahead.
The consignment process, we dump our product in a customer premises, and then we use, and then we start the consignment process. Basic concept.
Right. So what we do is number one, we uh, store, we can say, store our products, our material at customer location. Okay, and based on consumption, based on the consumption, how much has been consumed by the customer, based on consumption by customer, we issue the quantity from our stock. Okay, although when you are doing this, when you are storing this material, you will be doing the delivery, but that delivery will not change the stock position in your company, because although you are transferring the location of this material from your location to customer location, but still you own this material, and that is the reason it will still be available in your stock overview, but it will clearly tell you that this material has been kept at the storage customer location. Right now, this customer will either sell this material to the customer, to their customer in short, or maybe they will consume it on their own. Ultimately, based on how much material has been consumed by this customer, we will be performing the actual issue from our stock. Okay, we will be doing actual PGI, which will generate the accounting entries, as well as it will impact your stock position also. Okay, and obviously based on how much has been consumed, based on how much customer has consumed, you will be performing the invoice also. So invoice for the consumed quantity, whatever quantity has been consumed by the customer, you will be creating the invoice for that consumed quantity. All right, even there can be scenarios where you are returning, when your customer is returning that they have kept your material on their premises, but now they want to return it because they are not able to sell. Or maybe customer has already sold your material to his customer and now that customer is performing the return. So there are various different scenarios, but just understand the consignment process means when our product or our material is stored in customer's location, okay, and we are only going to issue that material when the customer is actually consuming it. That is a process of consignment. Okay, how are we going to handle this consignment process in SAP? So in SAP, we call it as the different steps. If I show you what are the different steps in that, so you can see there are different steps. Number one is, you can see from here onwards, consignment fill up. Number one is consignment fill up. What do you mean by consignment fill up? Consignment fill up is nothing but just transferring the material from your stock to customer stock, right? Just changing the position of your material from your stock to customer stock, but it is still owned by us, right? So you are just transferring the physical location of the material from your warehouse to customer's warehouse. Okay, that is called as consignment fill up. So you are filling customer's premises in short. It will not impact your stock position because it is our material, just we are keeping at the customer's location. Second is consignment issue. As I told you, once the customer has consumed the material, either he has sold to other customer or he has consumed in-house, ultimately whatever has been consumed by the customer, we have to create a delivery and we have to do the PGI, we have to charge the customer for the material which he has consumed. So there is a consignment issue process. Similarly, once the consignment is done, next one is consignment pickup. This is only required when the customer is not able to sell your material and he is asking you to take it back on your own premises. So that is consignment pickup. Then you have consignment return, okay, which means, as I told you, if a customer has sold your material to the third party customer and now that customer is returning, so in that case you will go for the consignment return order. So for all these different types of transactions, SAP has provided the different order types. Okay, if I show you, let's start with the first one. So these are all the general basic information. So you can see the purpose. I think in each and every test script, if you try to understand this purpose, it will become very clear that what exactly this process is all about. So in this scenario, the goods are initially posted to the customer consignment stock and thus remain the property of the company. That is consignment fill up.
The characters are very small. Can the size be increased, please?
Just give me a minute. Let me see. Yeah. Is it okay now?
It's better now. Yeah.
Yeah. So the goods are initially posted to the customer consignment stock and thus remains the property of the company. This is called as consignment fill up. Now at regular intervals, the customer will report how many articles or how many material quantities are sold and how many articles are in the current stock. So let's assume every monthly or every weekly, we will check with the customer how much of the stock has been already consumed and how many are still available in the stock. So when the inventory is performed means when the physical inventory is performed, when you are actually checking how much material is available, the batch number may be entered to do the correct material posting. So don't worry about batch management as of now. The corresponding sales order is entered, the issue of the customer consignment, meaning that the goods are no longer the property of the company, which means if a customer confirms that I already sold out of the 100 quantity, I already sold 10 quantity. So now our stock is only 90 units because 10 units are already sold. Okay, and we need to charge the customer for this 10 units. Goods that are not required can be returned from the consignment stock to the central warehouse. So your customer can tell you, or maybe even company can take a decision. Let's assume you kept 100 quantity with the customer from last 6 months and he's not able to sell those. He's not able to consume those. So maybe your company can also decide that since there is no much demand with this customer, maybe we can buy the goods, not buy actually, we take the goods back and we will keep it somewhere else where there is more demand, or maybe we will sell on our own. So that is called as consignment return. So you are actually getting those materials a return from the customer.
Yeah, so that is pickup, right? Not return.
Pickup, right? Yeah, consignment pickup. If you are picking up from the customer's premises, that is pickup. If the end customer is returning, that is return. The goods must not be defective. They are posted directly into the free stock, okay, at the time of consignment pickup. Definitely, you will not accept the goods which are defective. If you transfer the material to the customer stock and now customer is returning that and the goods are defective, then definitely you will not accept those goods. So in some cases, goods are returned to the customer consignment stock by its own. It is very difficult to read this, but let me try to understand first and tell you. Yeah, in some cases, goods are returned to the customer consignment stock. So let's take an example. I think with this example, this scenario, you need to understand one example. Just give me a minute. Let me show you this here. So let's assume on 01/11/2020, we have done the consignment fill up. Okay, 100 quantity. We sent 100 quantity to the customer. At the end of week on 7th of November 2020, this customer has confirmed that he has utilized 10 quantity. That is nothing but consignment
Consignment issue.
Right, 10 quantity. Okay, so accordingly you have issued. Now let's assume on 9th or maybe again on the 14th, because every weekly you are checking the status. So customer has confirmed that the issues that they have made, the goods that were sold to the final customer, they actually returned back. So it may happen that this 10 quantity which was already issued previously has came returned. So that is consignment return. So this would be minus in short. Okay, and then maybe your company can decide that, okay, we have given this material 100 quantity from last 14 days, but this customer is even not able to sell. He has sold and he's also got it back, and now we want to take it back. So maybe on 15th, you decided. Yeah.
This you need to make it as a consignment return 14th.
Consignment return, right. Okay, and finally you decided that I want to get it back. So consignment pickup.
Pickup.
Right, so you got all 100 units back in your stock, in your premises in short. So this is how this process works. And for all these different type of transactions, SAP has provided the complete transaction flow. Again, it starts with the sales order, it goes to the delivery. If required, the billing will come into the picture. Otherwise, it will stop at the delivery itself. So let's see, starting with the first one. Okay, obviously, if you want to do this, you have to provide this necessary roles to carry out these transactions in SAP. SAP has provided this sample data. See, currently all of you have created your own companies, you have created your own material, you created on your own customers. So definitely whatever scenarios you are trying, you can try on your company codes. But let's assume if you are giving this demo to the customer, and this is the test system which will be available for you for maybe next 2-3 months. And when you are going to the customer, definitely you will not be able to use this dummy server, which is just for the practice purpose. You need a proper server. And now on that proper server, are you going to configure each and everything from scratch? Whatever you have done in this server, definitely not. It would be very time consuming. So what you can do is SAP provides the pre-configured best practices server. Okay, it is called as a fully loaded appliance. Okay, so you can use that completely fully loaded appliance, or you can activate the best practices. When you activate the best practices in the sandbox system, you will be automatically able to see all this data created by SAP itself. So instead of creating this data on your own, what you can do is you just follow the case script as it is. All these documents, all these materials, all this company codes, purchasing orgs, everything will be provided by SAP. Okay, in your case, in this system, when you are practicing, you can use your own setup. If you want, you can use this also. This is also available in the same server that we are working on. Okay, so I am just skipping it and directly going to the consignment related topics. So first one is create the consignment fill up order. So how are you going to create a consignment fill up order? Okay, one is you can go through Fiori, you can go to manage sales order application, which is nothing but your transaction VA01, and you can see the order type that you are going to use is CCFU. So if I show you, if you go to VA01 and try CCFU, okay, create consignment fill up order type. Okay, what this will do, let's try to understand the scenario first and then we will come and try to execute it. So you enter your sales organization, your distribution channel, your division, you enter your customer reference, which material, how much quantity, and save it. Okay, once you are done it, the sales order will be created. If you want to print, okay, if you want to print the sales order copy and send, then you can go ahead with this. Otherwise, you can see create the outbound delivery, because you are going to deliver this material to the customer, although you are not transferring the ownership. Material is still yours, but still you want to physically transfer the material from your location to customer location. That is the reason this outbound delivery would be required. Okay, so the delivery would be required. What system will do is system will perform the delivery. You will be able to do the PGI, pick goods, perform the PGI in the same way how you do the other processes. Okay, you can see this PGI, and finally this material will be available on customer's premises, which means if you go to the stock overview report, you would be able to see that this stock is still available within your stock register, but it is available under customer consignment. Let's try one scenario. So I'll use the same customer, for example. I'll use the customer reference, date is optional. If I want this payment term, I can enter Incoterm if required. Okay, although I'm not selling it, so I think even if I skip this, that is fine. The material, so I'm transferring this material, let's say 10 quantity. Okay, and from a particular plant, this plant. Enter. Okay, pricing condition is mandatory, so let me enter the pricing condition. Why this condition is required? See, today you are not charging to the customer, but definitely based on the consumption, you are going to charge to this customer, right? So you must be having the idea like how much are you going to charge. So you can see consignment fill up order has been saved. Okay, 1136, which means now what I'll do is I'll perform the delivery. So VL01N for order number 1136 and from shipping point RC01. No schedule lines due for delivery up to the selected date. Let's see what was the schedule line. So if I go to VA02, schedule lines. Okay, it is only showing confirmation on 9th. So which means I have to provide the future date. So VL01N and this has to be 9th again because of the factory calendar. Okay, system is allowing. I'll enter my storage location. I'll enter my pick quantity, let's say 10, and I'll try to do the PGI. Again, the same thing because I am locking it. Is it this one? No. I think it will show the same error, but we have to solve this error, otherwise everywhere we'll get on the same error. So let me try to do the PGI. Oh, it worked. Okay, so PGI has been created. So this delivery document has been generated. Now, once this delivery document is generated, I'll be able to go to display. Okay, display the delivery document. You can see 10 quantity has been picked. So if I go to MMBE to check the stock overview of this particular material, okay, and if I click on execute, it should show me this much material is available in the consignment stock, customer consignment. If I double click, it will tell me to which customer I have given this material. You can see to this customer I have provided 10 units. Okay, so this material still belongs to us, but it is not available under our premises. It has been given to the customer. Clear on this first process? What is customer fill up? Consignment fill up, sorry. Any questions? Let's go next. So second is create the consignment issue order. Now when the customer confirmed, let's say after the end of the week, customer has confirmed that you sent me 10 units, out of which I already consumed 2 units. Okay, in that case, I'll be using another order type, CCIS. Okay, so I will again go to transaction VA01. Okay, let's first understand this, what exactly it is doing. So order type, sales organization, distribution channel, division, sold to party, customer reference, material, and order quantity. Normal one. Okay, if the batch management is active, which is separately completely different thing, it is not mandatory, which is normally handled by there is a separate component called as batch management. So once this order is created, you will perform the delivery. Okay, create the outbound delivery for the sales order. You will again enter the same shipping point, your planned delivery date. Okay, and you will be performing the delivery. Once the delivery has been completed, you will be able to see again the stock position in the stock overview. Sorry, you have to do the PGI and then you will be able to see the stock position. So you can see the stock overview. Okay, let's try. So CC, what was that? IS. Yes. Enter this customer. Okay, 2 quantity. For example, this customer was only able to sell 2 quantity. Enter.
So your voice is coming.
Is it okay now? Others are able to hear me properly?
Yes, we can hear.
Yes.
Okay. Tushar, can you just please check at your end? So I'll go to VL01N. Okay, and for this particular order, let me press enter. Delivery split order cannot be delivered. I think this is the order correct. Okay, let me enter. Different shipping points. Why? Let me go to VA02. What is the shipping point I entered? Shipping. Yeah, shipping point I have not entered. RC01. Let me save it. Okay, there are different loading group. Shipping condition is CC by default. That is the reason system is not able to system is not able to determine the shipping point. So if you remember the configuration related to determination of the shipping point, we have to maintain that combination. Okay, for shipping condition CC. Shipping condition CC is for consignment. So for that, if you remember, we already done it. You can also do it directly from here itself. When you are getting this order, sorry, when you are getting this error from here itself, you can do that, which is you will click on this, click on proceed. Okay, and you will be able to see for RECH we already created RC01, sorry. So I will just copy this. Okay, and for shipping condition CC, I will create another entry. Okay, which means now system will allow me to use the shipping point as RC01. Okay, done. So now this order has been saved. If I go to VL01 and enter, now system is allowing me to do the shipping. Delivered quantity 2. Is there pick quantity required? Let's see. So CCIS I used. I'm going to shipping point, plant clear delivery date is fine. Scheduling I'm not using as of now. So in PGI, just 1 minute. So let me try to do the PGI now. Now I'm getting the same error. Account determination for entry RECH is not maintained. This is related to OBYC. So let me just maintain this. OBYC. It will very clearly tell you if you are getting stuck here. No need to take the help from. If you are working on the project, definitely you need a help from your counterpart or FI counterpart. But in this system, if you are getting stuck here, just check the details. It is your chart of account is RECH, your transaction is BSX, and your valuation grouping code is RECH. So for this, you will go to OBYC, BSX, chart of account RECH. Okay, this is missing. That is the reason system is throwing error. So what I'll do is I'll make it simple. Rules, I will remove this and I'll just provide a single GL account for inventory posting. For stock account, I have a GL account which is stock account 2002. Okay, and save it. Any idea why we have not received this error last time when we have done the consignment fill up? When we have done the consignment
So it was
fill up,
Our own stock, right?
so it's
it was our
prof.
and
So it's
yeah. Yes, Tushar, go ahead.
Doing goods issue at that time.
yes. So
There was no
actually,
accounting.
we don't have to bill for the particular product at that time.
No, billing is later on, but there is no accounting impact because billing is not. This is the
Yeah,
delivery.
yes,
So at
yes.
the time, also COGS is booked, but there is no need of COGS because it is just the location change. The material still belongs to us. So there was no accounting impact. That is the reason there was no error. Okay, so now if I try to click on PGI, my only question is why it is showing pick quantity 0. Is it correct? Delivered quantity 2. Okay, let's try PGI. So issue has been saved. Okay, which means the outbound delivery has been saved. And now what is next? Let me show the accounting impact. So if I go to transaction VA03, and if I go to this goods issue consignment, you can see display the document. Okay, if I see the FI document, you can see FI document has been created. So stock account debit to COGS account credit. How much? For 2 units. Okay, only for 2 units, this value has been calculated. This is a cost. This is not a price. This is not the sales price because we have still not done the billing. What we have done is we have just booked the delivery. Okay, so based on this delivery, let me see in the test script if it is talking about the invoice, because definitely once the material has gone out of your stock, you need to book the invoice. Yes, you can see the next is create customer invoice. Before that, if you want to see the stock, how much would be the stock now in the consignment? How much would be the customer consignment stock?
Fill up minus issue
90,
88.
98.
No, Tushar, we issued only 10 previously. Fill up was 10 and issue is 2.
Sir, eight.
Right. Right. If I execute, it will only show me 8 available in our consignment stock. Customer consignment only 8. Okay, and which means for the remaining 2, which was consumed by the customer, we need to create an invoice the normal way. So you will be creating the invoice. Okay, the invoice is getting created, and you can see we have provided, if you remember, the price that we have entered is 2000 per unit. So we are charging this customer 4000 for the consumed quantity. Okay, which means if you save it, system will generate the accounting document, and system will also generate the billing document. Okay, maybe the GL is not able to identify, but that is completely different thing. At least you are able to generate a billing document. Okay, I will talk about this account determination also in little bit detail. I think we discussed many times, but we have still not discussed end-to-end account determination. So once I complete this consignment cycle, I will spend some more time in account determination and other basic settings. Okay, so this is how the consignment issue takes place. What is next now? So once your invoice has been created, now there is consignment pickup. Okay, or maybe you can first go through consignment return and then consignment pickup. It is up to you. So out of the 2 quantity which is already sold by the customer, now let's assume 1 has been returned. So in that case, what I need to do is,
Can we do one of this in the Fiori, please?
yes, I'll show you. Okay, let's try to do this in Fiori itself. Okay, I'll do this in Fiori because this is a very small cycle. The bigger cycle I'll show you, which is let's say customer pickup order. Is it creating the order? Yes. So let me show you this in Fiori. Create sales order VA01. So obviously, if I want to use this, first of all, I need to verify whether I have those required access or not. Okay, so first I will directly try to go to Fiori. I will see if I have necessary authorizations. If not, then I have to provide those roles. Okay, so I'll just click on the sales orders. Let me use this manage sales orders application. Okay, and you can see create sales order dash VA01. I can use this older one because there is no corresponding new application available to create a sales order. So I'm clicking on create sales order. It will just open the same screen as VA01 because even today also, till today also, SAP has not provided a new screen for creation of the sales order. For monitoring the sales orders, you can see these are very good in look and feel, but still if you want to create a sales order, you have to use this old screen itself. Okay, it is just the web version of the same screen. You can see exactly same. So even if I just change my theme of my traditional GUI, if I go and change my theme here, okay, if I just make it Fiori based, then even my SAP screen will look like same. It will, even the traditional GUI will be exactly same as what I'm able to see over there. If I go with this Belize and all, let me try. So Belize, apply, okay. Just close all the other screens. Okay, let me log off from the other screens. Okay, so I'm just showing you how you can change the theme also. So it will look exactly, even traditional GUI also will look like Fiori. So SAP logon. You can see now it is a completely new design. So if I go to 1909 and enter my user ID and password, and if I go to VA01, are you able to differentiate between these two? It is exactly same, right? Anyways, we will use this browser based. Okay, I'll enter the order type. So what is the order type that I need to enter here? I need to enter the order type CCPU, okay, which is for consignment pickup. So my sales organization is RC or RECH. Distribution channel is 02, I think, and this is R1. Let me press enter. Document type CCPU does not have the document category C. I think someone has changed it. Let me, yes, someone has changed it. So CCPU order type in the standard system. Let me see what is the, so sales and distribution, uh, sales documents, sales document header, document types, CCPU, consignment pickup. You can see category is H. What is H? Returns. Okay, let me try this order. Save, and then go to this one. Let me press enter now. Start to refresh it first. Okay, CCPU, enter. Now it is allowing me to go ahead. My sold to party is this one, which I'm using. Okay, so let's first see what are the details that we need to maintain. So sales organization, distribution channel is fine. Reference, material, PO quantity. Okay, all things seems to be fine. So let me, customer reference, let me enter test. Reference date is, let's say, today's date itself. Okay, payment term 0001, Incoterms CFR, test, material, I will use trading underscore goods 2. Okay, quantity, let's assume I'm getting 5 quantities back. I'm asking the customer to provide me 5 quantities back into my stock. Okay, and the storage, sorry, and the plant. The plant is, in our case, it is RC01. Okay, let me try to save this now. So customer reference date is in the past. What is the current date? Oh, sorry, it is 7th. Okay, freight is determined, continue. Document is incomplete, you know, because of the pricing. So double click on the pricing and enter the pricing condition VPR4, which is, let's take 2000. Okay, edit next data. It will show you if there is any other incompletion log. This 3 dots is a frustrating thing. Obviously, at least in the test server, not only in the test server, even when you will be working in your customer projects also, you may find Fiori is way slower compared to the traditional GUI. Okay, but that is the reason we are saying this is a developing product. It is not 100% ready. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it is not customers are not going for that, customers are going for that, but you can see that is the reason every year the new versions are coming, which means SAP is developing this new features every time so that the speed issues, the other issues can get rid of. Okay, so edit next data. I think the document is now complete and you would be able to save this document. Okay, so finally consignment pickup number has been created. I can copy this order number and let's go to the another application, which is the next application now. So once you created the sales order, next application, in order to perform the return delivery, you will go to create outbound delivery with order reference. Create outbound delivery with order reference. This will come under which node? This will come under, I think, warehousing node. So only if you have the access, you would be able to see this. I'm just checking if I have the warehouse access. Yeah, warehouse processing, you can see. So warehouse processing, and here you would be able to see the transactions related to delivery. It is not showing here. So what I can do is I can just click on the search button and I can just copy this node. I can copy this application. Okay, and paste it here. Sorry, it is not getting copied. What is that? Create outbound delivery. So create outbound delivery with order reference, right? This is exactly what we are looking at, with order reference. So just select it. Okay, this is also getting opened in the, you can see this is also the previous older screen. This is also not a new Fiori-based screen, just a web version of the existing screen. So what is our shipping point? Our shipping point is RC01. Okay, and this is our order number. Let me press enter. Okay, you can see delivery quantity 5. Okay, since you are getting it returned, there is no question of picking. Let me just try to click on PGI. Delivery, okay, I think picking is there. Let me go back. Okay, I was not in the picking quantity, that is the reason. So pick quantity, still I need to enter 5 and try to save it. So delivery has been saved, but we want to do the PGI also. No delivery related items in order 43, order type CCPU. So maybe again the problem is with the date. Let me see what is the scheduling date. So order number ending with 43. It is on 7th itself. So why it is not showing? Oh, I'm in the create. I need to go to the display mode. So outbound delivery, change. Okay, and then I'll be able to do the PGI. So which means I need to go to picking, and here, if you are not able to see the PGI, just click on more. And here you should be able to see postcode receipt. The storage location is not defined. We have to enter the storage location S001. Okay, again, let's go to more and PGI. Okay, return delivery has been saved, which means now if I go to my sales order, okay, I'm going back to this one because it is a little bit faster. So if I go to VA03, this is my order number, and if I see the document flow, okay, display the document flow, you would be able to see the consignment delivery has been created. Okay, if you click on display document, it will show you the accounting impact. If I go for FI documents, it will clearly show you what exactly has. If I see the material, quantity and where, you would be able to see whether the material has been received. Plus means the material has been received. You can see consignment, return, delivery. So this material has came back to your stock, will it generate any accounting impact? 10 quantities that you have given to your customer to store, now you are getting it back, will it generate any accounting impact?
No, I guess, because it's from customer pickup to location, right?
Exactly. And that is the reason you can see, if I'm clicking on FI document, it is saying no subsequent document found in accounting. No accounting document has been posted, it is just a return delivery. Okay, same way, now coming to the last one, which is return delivery, which means the customer who has already consumed your stock, now he is performing the return delivery. So for that, SAP is recommending to use this application, My Outbound Delivery Monitor. Let me select this, My Outbound Delivery Monitor. Let me go to the main screen. Back, 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 back. Oh, this is, see, that is the reason. This is traditional GUI and I'm trying to click on this button. It will only work in Fiori. So SAP, okay. And what was that? My Outbound Delivery Monitor. My Outbound Delivery Monitor. Okay, what should we do here? So go to My Outbound Delivery Monitor. Next is choose picking, choose for picking, enter your shipping point, only pick without WM, which is you are not using warehouse management. So for picking, shipping point, which is RC01. Okay, you can see only picking without WM. I'm selecting and execute. So first let's try to execute as it is. Let's see what happens. Okay, you can see something is shown. This is a delivery. What exactly it is showing? This is shipping point RC01, picking date was 7th, total weight is this much, this is fine, number of items, delivery priority, okay, route, everything it is showing. So what I need to do next is, let's see, select your outbound delivery and choose change outbound delivery. So select your outbound delivery and click on change outbound delivery. Click on this change outbound delivery. Okay, here it is giving you this option. What we need to do is, let's see next one. So where were we? Yeah, this one. On the delivery change overview screen, choose the picking tab, enter the quantity in the pick quantity. In case you want to enter the picking quantity with batches, we are not using batches. The picking status is quantity and the delivery quantity is equal. So which means it is just like a normal change outbound delivery, which means I will go to picking, I will enter this one quantity in picking, okay, and this will be treated as a return delivery. Okay, let's try to complete this process. Click on post code reset. Storage location was required. So let me enter the storage location, which is S001. Okay, and try to do the PGI. Okay, so outbound delivery has been saved, which means again the system has generated the accounting entry for this one return. Okay, so what should be the accounting impact? Let me first show you the MB03 material document which was created. See, MB related transactions are no more supported. So I need to go to transaction Migo itself to display any display any material document. Okay, so it seems the last document that is created is this one. Let's see if it is correct. How much quantity? No, this is not the last document for sure, because we in our last document it was only one quantity. This is not ours. Maybe this one. Yes, quantity 1. So what has happened here is, if you go to where, you can see goods issued delivery. Is it correct? Goods issued delivery. What exactly we have done? Let me see. Because of the test script, this one we have completed already, and then we were trying to do this one, receive the return goods. Okay, this is fine. This we already completed. What we are trying to do now is the last activity, which is consignment return. Okay, what we need to do in the consignment return is, once we have sold the goods already to the customer and customer has consumed it, now the customers has returned the goods and he is asking for the adjustment. In that case, you can see goods that have been consumed or sold by the customer may be returned to the consignment stock. In this case, the customer communicates the returning quantity together with the corresponding batch number. A return order with the following documents is generated. Okay, how to take care of this? Then there is another order type, CCRE. Okay, this is the last order type within consignment, where the material which was already delivered from the consignment stock, which was already issued from the consignment stock, is coming to the consignment stock once again. Okay, so in that case, you will be using this CCRE. Okay, let me show you, but this time I will try to show you in the traditional GUI itself. So I will go to VA01 CCRE. Okay, because if you see this, there is not much change from the sales order point of view. Sales order, delivery, all the things are still using the same thing in the background. So it is far faster because we are used to it. You can use this traditional GUI itself. Okay, wherever a new application is available, for example, the screen and all, everything is new. For example, analytics, as I told you, I'll be showing analytics also. In the analytics, you will see that those kind of reporting capabilities are not available in the traditional GUI. So for definitely we can use SAP Fiori. Okay, so I am just using this same customer. Okay, but this is, as I told you, return, something which is coming. That is the reason you can see billing block, because this is kind of a return to us. Right, so billing block, by default system is performing the billing block. Payment term, Incoterms, you will enter your material. Okay, and let's assume this one quantity is being returned. Okay, in which plant? Again to RC01. Okay, and this is our sales area. Let me enter the conditions. Okay, and let me try to save this. Okay, order number has been saved. Now if I go to delivery, so VL01N shipping point. Okay, if I go to picking, pick quantity 0. Again, you can see last time also when we issued it, it was 0. Now when we are returning, it is 0. Okay, so just enter your storage location and click on save. So the delivery has been created, but what we want is, we also want the PGI. So for that reason, I'll go to outbound delivery, change, and click on PGI from here itself. So that will generate the accounting document. Okay, let's see what is the accounting document which got generated. So document flow, good receipt, sorry, goods issue, customer consignment. If I go to display document, Okay, document info. First of all, what has happened? Where? So you can see the goods are coming back, plus sign. Goods are coming back in your consignment stock. Okay, and what do you think? Is there any accounting impact or not?
Yes, it will be.
Yes, there would be.
It will be, right, because one quantity is coming back. Out of the two quantities that you issued, one quantity is coming back, and that is the reason for that one quantity you can see 1735 is the price. And even in your consignment stock, which means if you go to MMBE, so earlier it was 10, then it became 8. What would be the condition now?
9.
It should be 9. Okay, because one is returned to the consignment stock. Let me enter the material number and plant.
Sir, if we are doing returns, then we have to do for PGR, right, sir?
Just 1 minute, Tushar. So 5 we already returned it, right? So we issued 10. What we have done is first we issued 10. We kept 10 in. Let me put it in this way because terminologies are very important here. So what we have done in our case, how many we have done the fill up? 10. How many we issued?
2.
2. How many we got return?
1.
And how many we picked up?
5.
Right. And that is the reason. What is the situation? Just 1 minute. So issues
3,
we
4
have
it should be.
just 1 minute. Fill up is 10. Issues we have done is 2. So I think this should be minus or plus. Return
Minus,
should
minus.
be, this should be minus. This should be plus, right?
Yes.
So 11 minus 7. Yes, that is the reason it is 3. So we have done the filling of 10. We issued 2, but we got 1 back. Okay, and that is the reason the fill up is, sorry, issue is only 1. Okay, and remaining 5 we got it back in our stock, and that is the reason the current position now is 4 is available in my customer consignment. Yes, sorry, Tushar, you were asking something.
So we are returning the product, right, sir, in the stock. So we do PGR for the returns, sir, right? But in this case, we are doing PGI, sir.
No. The SAP terminology is PGI only. Post goods issues only. Even for the receipts also, we call it as a PGI.
Okay.
Yeah. Post good receipt we normally call in MIGO, but when we are doing the delivery document from the SD side, we don't have a button for PGR. We have a button for PGI only.
Okay.
So either it is, you can say PGI and negative quantity.
Okay. Okay.
When it is written, the PGI is in the negative quantity. Okay, so clear on this?
Hello, Vikram. So one query. When we check on the return orders and consignment fill up issue orders, so we have that picked quantity and the gray field, right? So like, do we have any setting for that, or how it could be?
No, that is by default. When you created the sales order, you already told the system how much is the quantity. So it is
Okay.
considering the full quantity. There is no option. See, when you are, let's assume you are creating a sales order, normal sales order. In your normal sales order, you have 10 quantity, right? So it is possible that out of that 10, you can deliver 4, you can deliver 5, you can deliver all 10. That is the reason
Yes.
the choice is provided over there. But when you are already creating the consignment issue and you are telling I'm or consignment pickup of 5 quantity, for example, then there is no question of specifying in the picking again. That is the reason it is showing by default disabled.
Okay. Okay.
So it is all at
Okay.
once. In short, it is not allowing you the partial PGI. It will do the full PGI at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So what's the time? Can we continue for next 10-15 minutes? Is it okay with you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show you again in the Fiori itself, you have this option of analytics, okay, which is, you don't need to go into detail of that, but just remember, whenever a customer is asking what analytics capability has been provided by SAP, you should be able to at least demonstrate, because uh, these are something new which were not available previously in ECC. Okay, I'll just show you one. For example, this one, sales order fulfillment monitor. Okay, so these are the new reporting capabilities. These were not available in previous SAP systems. Okay, what exactly is this? So you can see the test procedure. Maybe I'll start with the test procedure itself. These are called as fulfillment cockpits. Okay, what do you mean by fulfillment cockpits? Let's try to understand. Start with the test procedure. List the incomplete sales inquiries. If you want to have a report of all the sales inquiries which are incomplete, what do you mean by incomplete? Incomplete means either they have not been maintained fully, like the mandatory fields are not entered properly, or there can be other reasons also. So list incomplete sales inquiries. This is a report which will allow you to display the list of all those sales inquiries which are incomplete. So you will execute this. When you execute, you have to provide this information with sale, whether like you want to provide a particular sales area, okay, whatever selection criteria in short you want to provide, it will give you the list of all those reports. Let me show you in the system. So list incomplete, I'll just write in this search box, list incomplete. You can see list incomplete sales contracts, debit memo request, credit memo request. So I will write inquiries. Okay, you can see list incomplete sales inquiries. This will open in another screen. Okay, and here you can see this incomplete sales document. So based on whatever criteria you will enter here, if I want to see the list of all documents according to the sold to party, according to the customer reference, or I want to see those documents which are created by a particular user, okay, you can enter all the selection criteria. And based on the selection criteria, when you click on go, it will show you the list of all those inquiries which are incomplete. Okay, as of now, you can see there is no inquiry which is incomplete. That is the reason system is not able to show you any values. If I create a single inquiry and if I keep it open, for example, so if I go to sales and distribution, sales inquiry, and try to create an inquiry with inquiry type IN. Okay, maybe let's try to, okay, let me enter the sales order number first, or the sold to party. Okay, I'm just entering the basic details. I know there are a lot of fields which are incomplete. I'll try to save. The system will give you this message that this document is incomplete, whether you want to save or not. I'll say yes, save it. So the document has been created. Now it should be available in this report. Let's try. You can see. So this report will give you the list of all the inquiries which is incomplete. Same way, if you want to see the list of all the incomplete contracts, all the incomplete sales orders, okay, those kind of reports are available using this Fiori screens. Second one, you can see list the incomplete sales quotations. Similarly, list incomplete sales documents. This is for sales orders. List incomplete sales contracts. Then you have track the sales orders. Okay, let me show you track the sales orders.
These analytical screens are not there in S4HANA also, only in Fiori. I mean to say our traditional ECC.
No. Traditional GUI don't have this view reports.
Okay.
It will be only available. Okay, this is track sales order app. So you can see, just follow this. What it is saying is, this process steps how to display a list of sales document that is based on the specific selection criteria. So in short, can you tell me what was the corresponding report in ECC, or even it is there in traditional GUI? If I want to see the list of sales orders, which report I should use in traditional GUI? VA05, list of sales orders. Okay, similar to this traditional GUI screen, now there is a Fiori report, which is also kind of same. So you provide your criteria here. You want to see the sales document related to which sold to party, related to which material. Also, you will be able to see the adopt filters. You can enter more number of filters here if you want. You can see these are the number of filtering criterias that you can maintain. Okay, so based on this filtering criteria, you will enter the information and you try to click on go. System will show you all those documents which are fitting this requirement based on the selection criteria. From here itself, you can create the sales order also. So when you click on this create sales order, it will open the create sales order screen. Okay, which is nothing but, we already discussed, it is a copy of existing sales order screen. Okay, if you want to change something in a sales order, you can click on this, click on more links. So there is a navigation. Okay, from here you can directly go to this applications. I want to go to manage sales orders, right? You can see there is a navigation available. So in short, these are all reports. What are the additional reports? Let's come down. This is important. Review the sales order fulfillment issues. This is one level more than what are the basic reports. So if I show you sales order fulfillment, sales order fulfillment. Okay, before I go to that report, whatever reports, other reports I'm showing you, for example, this one, if you want to take an Excel download of this report, you can see there is a export to spreadsheet option available here. You can use this option to download the report, export as, okay, for example, if I click on export, it will generate the Excel file. Okay, most of the reports, you will be able to provide the selection criteria. Based on the selection criteria, system will show you the data, and that data, if you want to convert into Excel, you can do it from here. Okay, so sales order fulfillment. Analyze the issues. This is a very good application. This will tell you the status of the sales orders, how many orders are stuck in delivery, how many orders are incomplete, how many orders are awaiting billing, and that too, you can see, you can select your criteria. So this is kind of analytics which was not available in ECC. You will not be able to generate this kind of reports. If I want to see customer wise how many orders are stuck because of any XYZ reason, so I can change my parameter here and I can see the different reports. Okay, what do you mean by issues? Issues means due to some reason the sales orders are still not completed, the sales order are still not delivered. So customer wise it is not showing. Let me show you the issue wise itself. So you can see there are how many orders? 5 orders which are billing blocked. That is the reason we are not able to generate the billing. There are 14 orders which are in credit block. There are 4 orders which are in delivery block. There are 33 orders which are in incomplete status. Okay, so if you click on this, it will open the sales orders. So I want to see all the sales orders which are, which one I selected? I think I selected incompletion. So it will open all the sales orders which are having the issue of incompleteness. Okay, so I'll open this here, and then if I click on a particular order, I can directly go to the issue. Okay, and I can solve the issue directly from here also. Let me open this order. I think this app is not allowing me to go. There are some other apps. If I click on that sales order, system will automatically open that sales order, and here itself I can resolve that issue. Okay, so these orders are all related to what? What is 0? Let me insert the filter. So you can see, I can see all the orders which are billing block, all the orders which are, these are the different criteria. I can see all the orders which are delivery block. So I can enter more selection criteria here. Okay, but in this particular case, let me see if I can open a particular order. It is allowing me to see the issue. I think issue will take me to the basic screen again. Yeah, this is the basic screen. No, it is taking me to the particular sales order, to the particular sold to party. So it is showing you there is one order, unconfirmed quantity for this particular sold to party. Okay, and this is a sales order number. If I click on this sales order number, I think it will take me to the particular sales order. So like this, there are various different applications which will allow you to navigate. Okay, which will allow you to navigate to the last level of the document. So I just want to show you one more. Sales order fulfillment. This one itself, but why it is not showing other options? Normally it shows other options also here. These are all issues related orders, but if I want to let me try something. This is customer wise, it is not showing. Sales orders, it will list the display of all the sales orders. It is showing all the sales orders now. But if I want to solve this issue here itself, normally maybe in some another app, it will allow you to open the sales order and solve the issue here itself. So this report is very important for the sales manager. He can come and he can see the report. He can see how many orders are getting stuck because of the billing block, how many orders are blocked because of the credit block. Okay, and he can open these 14 orders and he can take the necessary action. He can decide whether these 14 orders should be approved or not. Maybe in my case, I don't have the necessary authorization. That is the reason I'm only having the display access. But normally, if I click on this, it will open all those 14 orders and I can one by one, I can select the order and I can resolve the issues. So if the problem is a billing block, I can go and I can remove the billing block so that that order can be processed. Okay, so this kind, maybe Akshay, how many of you worked on sales previously? I think most all of you, right? At least basic end user experience, all of you got. Have you seen this kind of report in ECC?
In ECC, no.
Yes, we have seen reports. So sales reports are there, then EAD reports are there. Unit report.
But this unit report, have you seen this analytic report?
Yeah, as per my knowledge in ECC, I think we don't have this analyzing report.
It is not there at all, right? Okay, so for credit block, you can see another report. Maybe this one will help us. So this was the resolve the credit block. Similarly, if I want to go to the next, review the incomplete sales orders. Okay, let me take this. Sales order fulfillment, resolve incomplete data. Sales order fulfillment, resolve. I think I don't have the necessary authorizations. I have to provide the access to all the roles which were mentioned earlier. Then only I'll be able to see this application. Okay, so you just try it on your own. Just provide the necessary authorizations, all the roles which are mentioned in the test script. You provide all the roles, and then you will be able to see these applications. You will be able to take the necessary actions here itself. So these are all reporting applications which will help you to generate the reports, mainly for the end user. end user and the top management who wants to see these graphical reports.
In ECC, we depend on VS05 only, but there it won't show on what condition it is hanging. Like just you have to dig into the order and see. Here, like
Exactly.
issue based, we can categorize and see. Like role based, that person can what he can do. Yeah.
Maybe I'll assign the role because that is very important. Otherwise, you'll not get a idea. Let me just try to copy this SAP BR shipping specialist, because the report that I'm talking about, that your user will like it like anything. So all the errors you will be able to see at one place itself. No need to go to any other report. So roles, SAP BR underscore shipping specialist. Okay, is it there already? Shipping specialist is given already to me. Yeah, I think it is already given. What is next? Next is billing clerk. Billing clerk. Even billing clerk is also assigned to my ID. Then why I'm not able to access this applications? If the roles are properly assigned, I should be able to access these applications. Only partial applications are I'm able to access. As an internal sales representative, I hope internal sales representative is already assigned. Yes, internal sales representative is also assigned. Maybe this is this cloud-based script? Even that is not written. So normally most of the applications are same on cloud and on premise. Our system is on premise, so it may happen that the script that we are using is for cloud. Okay, in cloud there may be some additional applications which are not available to us on premise. Anyways, just go through these applications, and if you are able to see those reports, fine. Otherwise, just try to understand how these reports work, so that whenever you will be working, at least you'll be able to tell your customers that this kind of analytics are now part of your core system. Okay, so can we close here today? We will meet tomorrow again, same time, and we will try to, yeah, in the meantime, as I told you, I will send you one mail. I will send you the course content that I shared with you previously. Just go through that course content, and if you find any topics which we have not covered, please highlight that so that we can close it as soon as possible. Okay, any other questions? Okay, then thank you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations on 2 years completion.